Alcatraz, often called the Rock, housed some of the most notorious criminals in American history. Its remote location on an island in the San Francisco Bay and its reputation for being inescapable made it the perfect prison for high-profile inmates. But before we get into this more, don't forget to like and subscribe. Here are some of the most infamous prisoners who were held at Alcatraz. 1. Al Capone. One of the most notorious criminals of the 20th century, Al Capone was a mob boss who ruled the Chicago underworld during the Prohibition era. He was involved in illegal activities like bootlegging, bribery, and murder. Capone was finally arrested for tax evasion in 1931 and sent to Alcatraz in 1934 to prevent him from using his influence to bribe guards or escape from other prisons. At Alcatraz, Capone's power diminished and he spent much of his time in isolation. He even formed a band with fellow inmates, but was eventually transferred due to his deteriorating health from syphilis. 2. George "Machine Gun" Kelly. Known for his role in bootlegging and armed robbery, George Kelly became infamous after the 1933 kidnapping of oil tycoon Charles F. Urschel. He was sentenced to life in prison and was transferred to Alcatraz in 1934. Kelly was known to boast about his criminal achievements, but once in Alcatraz, his bravado faded. He spent 17 years on the island, maintaining a low profile compared to his earlier reputation. 3. Robert Stroud, the Birdman of Alcatraz. Robert Stroud gained fame for his knowledge of birds while imprisoned, but contrary to popular belief, he wasn't allowed to keep birds while at Alcatraz. Stroud had been incarcerated for violent crimes, including the murder of a prison guard. He spent much of his life in solitary confinement and was transferred to Alcatraz in 1942, where he lived in almost complete isolation. Although he was highly intelligent and published works on bird diseases, Stroud was considered one of the most dangerous inmates in the U.S. prison system. 4. Alvin "Creepy" Karpis. A member of the infamous Barker Karpis gang, Alvin Karpis was known for his role in kidnappings, robberies, and murders during the Great Depression. He earned the nickname Creepy due to his sinister smile. Karpis was captured in 1936 and sent to Alcatraz, where he became one of the prison's longest-serving inmates, staying for 26 years. He was known for his intelligence and ability to manipulate others, which made him a particularly dangerous criminal. 5. Frank Morris and the Anglin brothers. Although they weren't notorious before arriving at Alcatraz, Frank Morris and brothers John and Clarence Anglin became famous for their daring escape from the prison in 1962. Using makeshift tools and a raft made of raincoats, the three men broke out of their cells and disappeared into the waters of San Francisco Bay. Their fate remains one of the greatest mysteries in Alcatraz's history. Whether they drowned or successfully escaped has never been definitively proven. 6. James "Whitey" Bulger. Before Bulger became infamous as a mob boss in Boston, he was held at Alcatraz in the late 1950s. Convicted of bank robbery, Bulger was sent to several federal prisons before being transferred to Alcatraz in 1959. He was already known for his violent tendencies and ruthless rise through the criminal underworld. After his release, Bulger went on to become one of America's most wanted fugitives, evading capture for 16 years until his arrest in 2011. 7. Mickey Cohen. Mickey Cohen was a notorious gangster in Los Angeles, connected to the American Mafia and involved in organized crime, gambling, and extortion. Known for his explosive temper, Cohen was imprisoned at Alcatraz in 1961 after being convicted of tax evasion. His time at the prison was marked by his larger-than-life personality, though he often feared for his life due to rival gang members. After an assault by another inmate, Cohen was eventually transferred to a different facility.
These inmates helped solidify Alcatraz's reputation as one of the toughest prisons in the U.S., not only for its inescapable location, but also for the infamous criminals who walked its halls.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating historical insights. For more in-depth stories, stay tuned to our channel.